if you're a Sagittarius born November 22nd to December 21st, what can you expect for the month of November 2018? Let's tune in and find out. So I feel like you guys are entering November with this connection of gratitude. And it may be that you're grateful for things that have happened or things that have just shifted, right? It could be anything from a new baby to a new job to a new relationship. But I just feel this energy and momentum of gratitude. And there's also, for some of you, it might be around your health. And I do feel like there might be some shifts around your health this month that's really going to open just a new, well, I guess a new lease on life, right? Feeling better, more energy, a stability that maybe you haven't had in a while. And also I see clarity, really a lot of clarity around your health as well. So the potential of that clarity coming in of, what to eat, how to exercise, or even if you're dealing with a bigger problem, the solutions for that. Okay, so let's move into personal relationships. For those of you that are in personal relationships and in a romantic relationship, let's start with that and see what you could expect for November. So there may be initially with you and your partner some disagreement around your money and the way you're spending your money, or about something that you want to do and the expense of it. That maybe it's a vacation that you want to take, or maybe that you want to buy one of your kids a car, and there's a disagreement about how much money or whether or not they pay you back or not. But there's a disagreement around money between the two of you. I do think that that's just something that, a lot of couples go through, but it seems to be a little amplified this month for you. And I feel it more towards the beginning of the month than the end of the month. And that could be also a carryover from, some of the energy from October too. A lot of people had that, from that full moon, there was just this kind of shock energy. And so a lot of people got hit financially. But I feel like this connection is something that is just a moment. I do feel like there's going to be really nice things that open up for the two of you around the 16th. And that actually makes sense to me because Venus goes direct, right? And at that point, Venus is the planet of love and money and fun and all those good things. And we haven't had her support in these last 4 or 5 weeks, which have made things just a little bit more difficult in those areas of our life. So Venus goes direct November 16th, should really help to create more happiness and joy in your relationships. And of course, we always know, right? The idea is to rise above all these things. But if you can't get there, if you haven't been able to get that push or that oomph on your own, now you'll be able to do it with the help of Venus again. Okay, so those of you that are single, let's look and see what's in store for you for November. I just feel like you've been kind of impatient with romance and a little irritated by people around you, their lack of follow through, or not doing what they say they're going to do, or just, flaky people. There's, don't kill the messenger. I'm just saying what's coming in is, there's always be the change you want to be in the world, right? Isn't that what they say out there? So if you want somebody who's a commitment, if you want somebody who's going to be loyal, loving, then we have to start being loyal and loving, right? And not getting frustrated or angry that we're not getting it. And some of you feel like you've gone through some real trials, because I'm feeling really like I can't breathe. Like my lungs hurt, my chest hurts. So I feel like you've been, really hurt in love. And so if that's the case, then don't look for a relationship right now. Then take care of yourself and heal and just go have fun. Go collect friends. Here's the other reason why you want to collect friends. One, we don't have Venus's support. So yeah, you can still fall in love, right? And at the same time, when it goes direct, you might start to see the things that maybe weren't perfect. And it might be something that it's a relationship that you learn from, which is fine too. And then we also have, for everybody, Mercury goes retrograde again also on November 16th. So the same day that Venus goes direct, Mercury goes retrograde. So what does that mean? Essentially, it means it's the planet of communication. It's the planet where, all our electronics, all that sort of things. But in the biggest area of love, what can happen is that we don't see the whole truth. It's kind of like things are partially blocked from us. So we may see something great about somebody and really go out with them and all of that, and we find out, boom, they're in a relationship, they're married, they're whatever, and they assumed that you knew, right? Like that's the kind of crap that can happen when then Mercury goes direct and you kind of see the other shoe drops. So this is why I don't say it can't happen. Of course it can happen. Anything can happen because of the potential. But you just have to be that much more careful and trusting. And it really feels like for those of you that have suffered at love, because I'm feeling such heartache in your in this energy right here, you really want to take care of yourself and not worry so much about partner love, but take in more self-love. Now, those of you that have just met somebody, you're in the throes of the excitement, good, enjoy it. Just go slow, take it easy. That way, when everything starts to really open up and you learn more about them, you'll have choice. You won't either be so invested in them, or you'll be able to see, oh, well, that's not a big deal. I can handle that, right? So if you just go slow, then there's not a problem. The problem becomes is when we dive in, and then we're going to just, wow, I love you no matter what, and then that can be just, a little naive, right? And for the sake of love, loving for the sake of love. You don't want to do that. You want to be in a relationship because it works for you and it works for the other person, right? So by doing your work, you'll make sure that you also attract the right person. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to have fun, for you to be able to connect with people, to go out in groups, a lot of group energy, a lot of action and opportunity at parties, and just everyday life, and just being more carefree and fun. I feel like there may be more solid romance that happens next month, but that doesn't mean that you can't date, you can't go out, you can't have a good time. I'm just seeing more rooted energy in the next month. So makes sense to me to enjoy yourself, have fun, work on yourself, celebrate your friends, collect friends, because if you like somebody, then it has a better chance also of growing deeper in love. Okay, so let's move on to your money. Let's see what for Scorpio's money for this month. You're going to have to be patient. There may be a situation where either somebody owed you money or money's coming in. There might be a little bit of a delay with it. I do feel like you're going to get it this month. So if it was delayed last month, it's going to come in this month. Or if they say last week, it'll be this week. But I do feel like whatever there was a delay, I do feel like it does come in. So maybe a little delay, but then it does come in. I don't feel like you don't have to go to court or anything big and heavy like that. It just feels like it's a simple thing. Okay, so let's see what else is here for you. There are some things that you can partner to that are already working. For some of you, this might be a second job. It might be you already have a second job, and by putting your focus and energy on that, it actually grows. You also could be the middleman of a deal or a situation that makes you money. So, kind of keep your antenna up. Pay attention to your friends and to the influencers around you. You may be the missing link that puts two people together and can get paid for that. So, and whether that means it's a social media thing or you're an influencer there, or whether it's just in business and you're that connector that gets paid for doing that, right? So pay attention. There's opportunity there for you to make money by being that middle person. Okay, so let's see about fun. Anything for fun for you guys for Sagittarius? There may be some unexpected invites around November 18th, right after Venus goes direct. There may be some really fun energy that comes in, old friends inviting you to parties, or people that you haven't heard from a long time asking you to lunch or dinner. So there's a connection from the past reaching forward to be able to go out and reconnect with people and really just, have a good time and not really worry about it. So I feel like these, especially towards the end of the month, a lot more fun. Well, and also we have the full moon on November 23rd in Gemini, which is Geminis love to have fun. And it's also here in the United States, our Thanksgiving weekend. So I do feel like there's a lot of just fun and easy energy. You don't really have to think. It's just very natural and enjoyable. So we're really in the month with this great energy of enjoyment and peace and really kind of carefree energy that we haven't had in a while. So I really like that a lot. As far as, your career goes or business, it is moving forward, but around that time, I feel like it's less important. It just feels like there's more momentum in the beginning of the month to have things grow and roll out and move forward. And then it feels more like fun at the very end of the month. All right, you guys, have an amazing month. And for those of you that are having birthdays, happy birthday. Enjoy it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, to those of you that celebrate it. And if you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below, and I look forward to seeing you again next month.